2021 was a year of incredible memories. And a whole lot of what 2021 was to me is thanks in large part to this person right here. If you didn't see the original video where I introduced her, you will get a clip of that in a minute or so. Or a couple. I don't know. Thanks for clicking on the video. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you watch all the way through because this was really incredible for me. So I'm standing right by these two blown down trees. This root ball, man, that's 15 feet high and about 25 feet along the bottom. It's freaking huge. So this video is going to consist of outtakes and things that did not make it onto YouTube, and I hope you can bear with me. See, there's a reason why this stuff didn't make it onto YouTube, because I really don't think that you want to watch my face speak a bunch of stuff. But, you know, you're going to have some of that in here, and I hope you can bear with me and share what this year was. This happened. Yeah, I usually don't film my personal stuff or discuss anything like that, you know. I'm not a lifestyle blogger, vlogger, but I thought this might be interesting. So as you might remember on a previous video, experienced a hurricane down here. I lost my patio awning, which also served as a carport. I'm finally getting around to getting that replaced. Plus, the other side of my house, there's a screened-in porch. It's a little underused, but I've decided to tear that down, put in an addition, which will serve as a studio for my lovely companion June. All right, step one, roof be gone. Hello.
Hello. There's the bee.
Got pretty good infestation of wood bees here. There you go. So I do wish I had more progress shots as the construction went on that her and I completed. I will have a little bit of that later. You know, mostly what I do on this channel is outdoor adventures and stuff, you know, getting out camping, kayaking, backpacking, and all that stuff. But, you know, that's not all I do. I mean, I'll just run out to the woods for whatever reason just to get out of the box. Now, the majority of the land around where I live is agricultural. You know, they grow corn and cotton. There's vast tracts of land dedicated to growing grass, sod farms, growing people's lawns and stuff like that. You know, this is a fast-growing area. Lots of wooded areas being knocked down. RV courts being put into place. Neighborhood development. Big neighborhood developments. Heck, we've even got neighborhoods that were mowed down. They put in the infrastructure and they've sat here for 5 years doing nothing. Meanwhile, they just keep knocking down woods everywhere. Build up new developments. You know, when the trees go down, they don't come back without some kind of calamity. Like I think about a place like the Shawnee National Forest, which all used to be farmland. That's all secondary growth now. It took an over-farming and depletion of the land and a depression for that forest to come back. I hate to think that I'm anti-progress or anti-development. It kind of impacts quality of life, at least for me. I mean, areas that I used to go to in my neighborhood, you know, just to run my dog or just to take a quick hike and film a couple of videos, stuff like that, man, that's all developed now, man. I lost that. My whole neighborhood lost that. And next thing you know, knock down a whole crap load of natural area, dig it up, pave it over, build on it. So the concept behind the title of my hedge video can be taken a couple different ways, neither are wrong. You could talk about cutting down a hedge, or you could talk about the business practice of overdevelopment, about cutting down our precious natural resources locally in order to put in housing developments, which I've seen languish and grow fallow. And it seems like needless destruction to me. The piece is basically video that I took of areas that have been knocked down, my musical interpretation of being witness to that. So, I'm with my favorite person in the world. Everybody, this is June. So I'm going to have to tell you sometime about our first date. Yeah, nobody can top that one.
Maybe not. I think we were the first stealth camping.
Right, before stealth camping was an actual term, I believe. Do it!
Do it.
But yeah, we've seen this dolphin breaching. You know, make a big splash. Of course, I'm missing him. It's pretty cool. He was just asking me, "Where's all the wildlife, Nate?" I'm like, "Oh," I'm saying, you know, it's really good at running away from you. You know, but yeah, we've seen this guy.
And crabs.
Crabs. Yeah. We pulled over.
Big crabs.
Yeah, we pulled ashore and yeah.
Not like in your pants crabs.
Like these blue crabs.
Just crabs.
Truth be told, this craft isn't really meant for water like this.
Oh, you mean it's not supposed to be this way?
So today I'm doing something a little bit unusual for me. I'm training. In a few weeks I'll be heading to a place. It's not a long route, but it's extremely mountainous. Over the last few years I've learned some things about how I react to a load on my back and walking and stuff like that. From the tendons to the muscles. The tendons hurt a lot, and after that recovers, the muscles pick it up. My muscles are pretty strong, and once the tendons start feeling better, then yeah, I'm good for a lot. I want to get better. I want to get stronger. I want to have more stamina. I got condition my body tissues and stuff like that to handle walking around as a 200-pound person. You big folks are strong. So, anyway, the idea behind this is that I put on a pack that typically represents, you know, what I would usually carry. Usually my pack's about 30 pounds. It's not that I'm ashamed of taking a rest. I just want to get better and be better. Day 3. I don't know, change of scenery. I've never gone this route on the trail. It's going to be kind of hard to tell how my training efforts are, what my training efforts are going to yield when I get up there into the mountains. But at any rate, I've been working on conditioning my body and making sure that I can make the best of it. Once you've ever run out of water when you're out in the wilderness or something like that, man, you never want to do it again. You know, water security means a lot to me. You know, that's why I could never roll with the desert or something like that. This type of stuff is not an athletic contest to me, but it is a bit of a trial at times. If you floated me on a cloud through this place, I would gain nothing. The ordeal and attainment cycle yields true satisfaction, knowledge, and joy. I'm actually going to eat some tuna fish and have a nutritious... Well, I found this glade coming along the road. I was getting mighty beat, and I figured it didn't look like I was going to find anything better. So I figured I'd better look up in here, see if there was any place that I could hang. Anyhow, I couldn't find good tree spacing. I had a whole bunch of brambles and stuff underneath. Came up with this sort of bushcrafty lean-to shelter tarp deal using my Hennessy fly. Yeah, it took me about an hour to figure out how to do this. Well, if it starts to rain, the shelter will keep the rain off me. It won't keep the bugs off me. It won't keep snakes from crawling in bed with me. It won't be hammock comfort, but it will be some kind of perceived shelter. She made herself pretty comfortable last night. Glad somebody was comfortable. That was rough. So, I'm all good to go. I'll leave no trace like. You ready to go? Sorta? Yeah, she's coming. Well, this is the first of any kind of view that I've seen, really, since the beginning part of the trail. It's just always been something that struck me as just enchanting, seductive about these dark, nearly impenetrable woods of the Appalachians. I never heard Gadget bark. That might be her. Where you at, Gadget? You got a bar? Hunting dogs, doing hunting dog stuff. Yo, bear! Yo, bear! And when I took off from them, that was the last I saw her. She was taking a drink down in the creek, and I went on my merry way. And usually she's right behind me, and next thing I know, she's gone. We're on the dark, foreboding trail to Cadalso Falls. Hello. Hey, ho. A little bit. So I've taken to naming a few of the plants at my place. This right here is 11. Today she is 11. All my plants are female. There's a reason why she is 11 is because she has 11 green leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Most I've ever seen 11 with is maybe 9 leaves. But she had a hard year last year. Got cut down a couple times. I usually cut her down after a hard frost. And this time she came up with a couple of sprouts. This is Linda. The reason why I call her Linda is because when she was first just a little sprout, not half as tall as the bottom of her trunk here. Set a picture of these leaves to Plant Snap to see what kind of tree she was. And Plant Snap said, right or wrongly, that she was a linden. That's Linda. And she's about 1.5 years old. So tonight we're camping at it's called the Three Rivers area, Three Rivers State Park in Florida. As you might imagine, this is a confluence of 3 rivers. You have got the Flint River, Chattahoochee River, and Apalachicola River. Pretty nice campground, huge lake. I've got Georgia across the lake from me, and we got gators and stuff here. It's all right. I thought I saw a gator when I got here, and sure enough, yeah, I've got about a 4 or 5 foot one. The June spotted off the shore about 30 feet or so. Got a little bit of footage of that. Got eye shine. Camera ain't picking it up though. It's like this lavender color. Yeah. So as excellent as my Piscataway National Forest backpacking trip was, really the best memories that were made over 2021 were the trips we took on the water. We got these couple of inflatable stand-up paddle boards, and I just love those crafts. Very fast, very nimble, and we spent a couple weekends, getting out on the paddle boards, putting on the snorkel gear, and having some fun in the water. And that's really what it was about this summer. There's a sign on it. Twin Cave Scuba Diving Platform. Stop. Prevent your death. Non-cave certified divers prohibited in cave. Platform courtesy of blah blah blah. Alright. Looks like a good place to stop. Let's dive. I'm just taking a minute here to show you my my breeze abatement system. So yeah, you put these up and I can effectively eliminate any breeze. Oh yeah, that works great, man. That works great. There is no breeze here at all. Yeah, we came in at night, which is unusual. We set up over here. This is how I run when I run tent. Doing swimming.
I'm gonna hang on to the log.
Oh, she's losing the race. There she goes. Well, the idyllic weather wasn't going to hang around for long. We had our suspicions. Florida was going to do its Florida thing, of course. What do you think? Think it's going to rain today?
Maybe.
So I'm looking forward to getting my new tent. When I do, I will set it up for you and give it a little moisture test, and hopefully that works out. As expected, we got a pretty good downpour early that next morning, and the rain continued for most of the day, and I'm happy to report that the tent remained completely dry inside as I expected. I can now say that I am confident to use this on a real camping adventure. Hey everyone, doing something that's a little bit unusual for me. I haven't done it in a while, and certainly haven't done it here. It's like, well, basically putting a backpack on and going for just a little overnight here in northern Florida. Now, it's no secret. I don't make it a secret. I'm a heat wuss. I'm gonna go for a check the trail I've never been on before up here. Heck, the only reason I know it's here is because we camped and hiked down here before. Saw a jogger take this. But a little bit of a climb. It's okay. It's okay. Just caught me off a little rest. Had to stop and get bit by mosquitoes for a minute. Okay, yeah, this is me for sure. Oh man. Oh, woo! Yeah. There we go. Oh, shit. Woo! Yeah. That's where it's at, man. So tonight I pretty much set up where I set up last time I was here. If you look back and see that video I did of the Nada Axe review and demonstration, this is exactly where I camped before. So yeah, that's a pretty cool spot. I like it. Kind of far away from Jason. I'll go show you Jason's setup in a minute. Oh my God! What do we have here?
Camping in Florida in the summertime? Bring a fan. I'm bringing a fan.
We got a grumpy couple coming behind us. There's a shelter here on the Juniper Creek trail back here. They come up from the direction we came and are hollering at each other. Haven't heard much of them since, but anyway, probably not going to be doing much filming. We're just going to be, maybe I'll just give you a shot of the fire or something. What else? After a couple of adjustments, I probably slept really hard about 3 o'clock in the morning on. Then my man gets me up at 8:30. Yep, time to get up. But so we've been doing the whole drag ass thing. Finally got our stuff ready to go. So we out of here. I wanted to give a special shout out to my crew who makes sure I breathes properly and spritzes me with water, making it look like I'm sweating and working hard. And the directors, I try to fight them, and they say, look, dude, you need to do more rest stop sequences because people will be too intimidated by your athleticism. We're trying to sell ads for YouTube here, right? So I guess that's what I gotta do. All right. This is Nate. On behalf of all crazy people doing stupid stuff like hiking in the woods in Florida in the 90s. Just want to say, get out and do something. Be good to each other.
Bring a fan.
I have a long history of being a musician of sorts and sound engineer. One of the things I did differently this year, other than employ a lot of video and editing techniques to help my videos, is that I did a lot of the soundtrack work for my videos. Most of the ambient stuff that you hear in my videos in 2021 has been me. And one of the things we did when we built June's painting studio is we repurposed this room to be a recording studio and a hacking station for me. And at one point I made this video of me doing a little ambient guitar improv. When I started doing videos on YouTube, I was doing something different musically, but I come to the conclusion that it wasn't delivering the vibe that I wanted. But I think I'm kind of onto something which kind of more reflects the atmosphere that I kind of want around my videos. Northwest Alabama, in the Bankhead National Forest. This is the Sipsey Wilderness. 25,000 square miles of big rocks, waterfalls, big trees, and miles of barely marked and unmaintained trails waiting to be discovered. All right. So I definitely took the hard way up here. I came up this way, and the trail's like right behind you, about 20 yards. Here's what I'm looking at now. It's pretty, but it's treacherous. Yeah, I had a couple spills along the way, man. Just the scary stuff, man. You can just slip anytime on these leaves and things. But yeah, I don't know where the trail. I don't know where the trail went. Just laid down on my hammock. It's about 8 o'clock. I don't know if you can hear that. But there are voices. More than one person. I can't believe somebody would be hiking. Probably want to have company. Okay, that's different. Well, you heard it last night. This is a little bit unusual, but I woke up in the morning with some neighbors. We haven't even made introductions yet. My name's Nate.
Nice to meet you, Nate. I'm Joe.
This is Joe and
I'm Haley.
Joe and Haley. What's your name, bud?
Z.
Z. All right, and got the other two wandering around here somewhere. What's that?
Ambrose.
Ambrose, and yours?
Rid. Rid.
Rid? Okay. You guys are working on a fire, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This is a pretty cool little valley, though.
This card is your card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, put it in the net. I'm going to snap. Okay.
It sounded like somebody was the first time. I thought somebody was.
Yeah, he's got duplicates in this deck. This guy's a cheater. Somebody shoot this man. Somebody shoot this man. He's cheating. All right, Z. Thanks a lot. It's evidently the largest tree in Alabama. The yellow poplar. Which I didn't even notice the tree at first, actually. I was coming back from the falls and looking at the ground. I was like, "Whoa, there's a lot of poplar leaves on the ground here." All things coming to an end. I'd love to hang out here all day, but the day's kind of getting away from me here. It took me a while and a lot of effort to get here. And I'm probably not going to film much of that because it's really a lot to deal with. I mean, there are times when I actually have to get down on my hands and knees and crawl under stuff. Sometimes crawl up stuff. But I got to this point at about 2 o'clock. So I've been basically on the trail for like the last 4 hours. And, you know, there's about 2/3 of this loop that I haven't completed yet. So I kind of knew going in that this would be, you know, a little bit of a challenge. It was a lot of a challenge. And I want to definitely come back. Because the right thing for me to do right now is to go back to my campsite from last night. Do the night there and hike out in the morning, get home at a decent time. Can't win them all. Sipsey Wilderness got me. But the Sipsey Wilderness video, brought me some really cool things too. Meeting people on the trail is something that I never really wanted to do, although it was always, pretty enjoyable. This time, it ended up pretty valuable. I met the Roberts during the rainstorm, and got out of there with those guys, and which was fantastic. So this started what seemed to be a reoccurring theme for the rest of the year. That of adversity and impermanence. Because the next time I went out, a number of things went wrong on that one too. And everybody responded really, really well to that one. Some bad stuff happened right before I went on that trip. And what that was is basically I get home one day and find out that June had packed up everything and left while I was at work. That was tremendously jarring for me. I don't know. I think that last video had something that connected with a lot of people, and y'all came out, and I really appreciate that. And I'm talking completely off my head, unscripted. What I'm grateful for is that 2021 gave me some beautiful, beautiful memories of new beginnings, of adventures. And it also gave me one of the most intense and visceral grief experiences I've ever dealt with. And I'm not trying to hold a pity party here, because I kind of view it as kind of an awakening or an expanding of my whole life experience. See, I'm a person that doesn't need to be surrounded by people that much, abnormally so, I would think, but I'm coming up to a point where I have to deal with some things that alone that I've never had to deal with before. I'm going to be, like I said, under the knife. I'm going to be wounded, medicated, incapacitated, more or less, for quite a while. I'll be out of work for a while, and I appreciate every single one of my subscribers. Those of you who have been sticking with me for a few years now, and those who just jumped on, and everybody who comments and likes the videos. That really helps and encourages me. And I will be getting out and doing stuff in 2022. Be good people. Be good to each other. Much love. See you next year.